in 2004, I was a fourth-year student. I was preparing a bachelor degree in economics. I was dreaming about one thing, and only one thing, getting into a master degree in finance, because in my head, getting into a master degree in finance would ensure a brighter future for me, because I was coming from a very modest/poor environment, and getting into this master's degree will be, for sure, the best thing I can do to ensure financial independence. So I dreamt about this master's degree for the whole year, and it represented more than a simple diploma for me. So the next year, at the very beginning of the academic year, 2005, I applied. I got accepted, I passed the exam, the written exam, and I failed. I failed horribly. So technically, I got a bachelor degree in economics. I was unemployed. I wanted to do a master's degree in finance, but I failed. I was kind of obliged to find a job, and sadly, not really sadly, it's not that sad, but I started working in a call center, in a French call center. So I was so angry with myself. I was so sad. I was so disappointed. And I was feeling a lot of shame. So to try my best to not feel this shame, I decided to do something good with the money. The salary was around 3,000 dirham, a very low salary. I hope that today's salaries are better in call centers. But at the time, it was 3,000 dirham at maximum. So I tried my best to use the money the wisest way, and I started paying to learn English. So I was paying 2,000 dirham per month to learn English 6 hours per week. So I let you imagine the kind of day I was spending. A lot of speaking of French during the day and a lot of English in the night. So a whole year later, I decided to apply again for the same master degree. And this time I succeeded. It was very hard. I still remember today, the interview day. I arrived to the university and I was really shocked. I was coming from a call center, a very modest background. And I was shocked when I saw the kind of students I will compete with. They were really well dressed, very formally dressed. They were using some words I couldn't understand. They were speaking about some news. I had no idea whatever they were speaking about. So I told myself, listen, maybe your destiny is staying in the call center. You're going to be broke your whole life and you will achieve nothing. So I passed the interview and surprisingly, I got it. I will be passing 2 years, very, very hard years for the preparation of the master's degree. And after the graduation, I was very well ranked in my master's. However, I was applying like my friends to many job opportunities. And guess what? Everybody got hired except me. So at this point, I was telling myself the same story. Listen, you have to be realistic, Kaltoum. You are not coming from money. Your parent has no money. You have no network. So you have to return to the call center. It is your destiny. But I refused. I believed in myself, and I told myself that I can make it. So I tried to get into a PhD studies. I prepared a project. I applied, and I got into the PhD studies. At the same time, I passed an interview in the customs administration, and surprisingly, I got in. So at the very end of 2009, I was a student, as a PhD student, and I was working as an inspector in the customs administration. It was hard because I was doing the trip from Rabat to Casablanca on an everyday basis. I was teaching in Mohammed V University for free. And I was preparing the PhD. It was really hard. And during this time, and it lasts for 7 years. And during this time, it was 7 years from 2010 till 2009 and 2016, I learned a very good lesson. I I started seeing myself like a soldier and not like a princess. I learned the hardest way that I have to work by myself to get whatever I want. And if I do the hard work, I'm gonna get whatever I want. So 2016, I returned to Rabat in the Customs Administration headquarters, and I got my PhD. I defended the PhD, and this time I wanted really some change in my life. So I quit my job in 2018 from the Customs Administration, and I became a full-time professor of economics in Mohammed V University. I cannot tell you how happy and proud I was about myself. So now, today, I have 4 minutes left. So if I can speak to my younger self, if I can tell her some lessons I learned about failure, I would tell her so. First thing, remember Kaltoum, failure is normal, it is natural. It is not something weird, it is normal to fail. Babies, when they wanna learn how to walk, they fall down, and guess what? They get back on their feet. And this is the way it is. You're gonna fall down and you're gonna get up. You're gonna fall down and you're gonna get up. Lesson number 2, you have the right to feel angry. You have the right to be sad. Sit with the negative emotion. You have to recognize the worst emotions. If you do not sit with your emotions, the bad emotions, they're gonna stick with you forever. Lesson number 3, and if you are one of my students here, you're gonna be fed up with this sentence because I say it all the time to my students. Effort is necessary. It is not enough. I'm gonna say it in French. L'effort, il est nécessaire, mais il est insuffisant. In life, sometimes you cannot be a princess. Sometimes in life, you have to be the toughest soldier in the room. And last thing, growth will hurt you. You're gonna be hurt. You're gonna suffer. And sometimes you're gonna be suffering by yourself. So be brave. The very last thing, failure may be a dark place. It can be a very dark tunnel. But trust me, in the other side, your better self is waiting for you.